Hello Pisces and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of October in the areas of money, career and finance. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start with your Rose Oracle card, and the card that has a message for you is the Rose Without Thorns. This is one of my favorites card in this deck, because this is all about joy, peace, the sweetness of life. Just imagine the rose being this beautiful flower that smells good, looks good. The only challenge with the rose generally that it has the thorns, and if you're trying to get it, you might get hurt. But this is a rose that has no thorns at all, so indicating that there's something beautiful, something great that's about to come into your life, something that you can enjoy, something that you can just love. So get ready for a lot of enjoyment and a lot of sweetness in life when it comes to your work. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Tower card. The Tower is an indication of a quick, sudden change. A change that you're not expecting, a change that comes out of the blue, and it turns your world upside down. This can be connected to restructuring. So maybe your organization is going through some kind of a restructuring and it's impacting you. It can be connected to a job loss. It can be connected to something that just whatever you built up, it's kind of crumbling down. But again, usually this is an indication of something that was not stable anyway. It can be also connected to that the universe is kind of stepping in, because generally when the Tower comes up in our life, we've been kind of stuck in a situation. We haven't been making the decisions, the next steps that we should have done, and because of that, the universe is stepping in to lift you out of that situation. Maybe you've been in a position for a long time. Maybe you've been working for the same company for a long time, or in the same industry, or you've been kind of trying to hold on to something like a business that was not going well and it was not serving your greatest good. That's kind of when the Tower is happening for you, to kind of force you to make room for something that's actually better than what you have. But again, Tower can be also when you're kind of recognizing that the old ways are not working anymore. The Tower can be when you're kind of changing your thought process, the way you are approaching things as well. The first card in your reading is the Fool card. The Fool, which is the very first card of the tarot, indicating that a new chapter is coming into your life. This is when you're kind of stepping into a new direction, a direction that you might not have a lot of experience in it, but you are excited about it. You are enjoying the path you're going down, and you're not focusing on the negatives, the challenges. You're focusing on the adventure. So this can be connected to a new beginning of some sort. Definitely can be connected to a new job. It can be connected to a new promotion. It can be connected to a new business or a new industry. You're definitely going into a new direction that's unknown, but also very exciting at the same time. The next card in your reading is the King of Swords. So King of Swords as a court card can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is the king that's very smart, he's wise, and he's all about the facts and the truth and nothing but the truth. So he's, as I said, he's very logical. So for him, he's rather saying whatever he thinks, even if that might hurt some people. So when this card comes up, you might be dealing with a person like that. You might be getting an advice from somebody like that. This can be a judge or somebody in law enforcement as well, a leader of some sort. So especially that it's kind of connected to this King of Swords and the Tower, you can kind of see how this can kind of indicate a leader or leadership and a structure, and how that crown is tumbling down from the leader. So this can be definitely connected to some kind of a change in leadership when it comes to your work or your industry, where you that opens up some new opportunities. And the next card in your reading is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, again, it's a court card, so can be your energy, the general energy of the card, or a person. This knight is ready for action. This knight is all about getting things done, with full of energy, like very explosive, and he's like a taskmaster. Adventurous as well, likes the new things, like the new adventures. And it's a great card if you are trying to find a new job, or you're trying to start your own business. Definitely an indication that you're going to be actually way more successful than you think. So there's some kind of a sign here for great success, of some kind of a great adventure. You have two cards, both the Fool and the Knight of Wands, are talking about some kind of a new adventure. It might be also connected to a trip. But the next card for you is the Nine of Wands, which is the card of the Wounded Soldier. So the Wounded Soldier is all about that you've been putting a lot of effort into something, a lot of energies. Maybe you are working on a project, you've been working for the same company for a long time, you've been working on your own business, and you're kind of tired of it because you're not seeing the results that you are hoping for, or some of you might be exhausted from this constant change as well that your company, your industry, your business might be going through. And the Nine of Wands is all about that you're kind of feeling, oh, okay, I'm just not sure that whatever I want, whatever I've been working for, will come true. So this card is indicating that this is the card of the perseverance. So what that means is, whatever you've been working towards, you shouldn't give up. You should keep going for it, keep working for it, because the end goal is practically in sight for you. So whatever you're working towards, just keep going, keep pushing through. And the next card for you is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, definitely, like all the tens, indicate an end of a cycle and then start a new one. And the Ten of Wands is kind of like ending a difficult cycle. So what's interesting here, that you have the Nine of Wands and you're stepping up to the Ten of Wands, meaning that you're actually even closer to that goal that you've been working towards. Because with the Nine of Wands, you can just see it, but with the Ten of Wands, you're almost at the door. You're almost at the end of that line that you're trying to finish or cross. But the Ten of Wands can be connected to that, you're just very exhausted. You're working a lot. You're putting a lot of effort into something. You're working day and night. This is something that maybe started with a lot of enthusiasm, but now it's more of a burden. It can be a project, a job, a business of some sort. Definitely important for you to think about how can you ease the burdens that you're carrying. Is there anybody who can help you? Are you able to delegate some tasks? Can you get additional resources from your boss? But again, with the Ten of Wands, you're close to achieving and whatever you've been working for, because all those ones are representing the fruits of his labor, something that he worked towards. Now, this can be also like, Ten of Wands can be also connected to that you are carrying a lot of baggage as well, something from the past that you haven't gotten rid of yet. So maybe there was some kind of a restructuring happening in your life, and you still not over it. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them. And I'm always excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. I read all the comments. So I'm very glad to see here for you the sun showing up, especially in the future position, because the sun is all about joy, positivity, vitality, pretty much similar energy like the rose without thorn. So there's a confirmation here that whatever you've been going through will turn into better, because the sun is, as I said, positivity. The sun is all about luck. When good things come into your life, again, this is the most positive card from the deck, so indicating that some great things are coming for you. The sun can also shine light on something. So for example, if you didn't know how to continue something, or if you felt stuck, especially with the tower energy, the sun will bring you the enlightenment that you need. But again, this is the card of prosperity, happiness, joy, vitality, freedom. So all the good things, and whatever this change is, it might have been shocking for you, but it's actually turning out to be a really good positive change. So whatever the change is, just think about it, that if you're in the middle of it, it's gonna turn out to be really good. And you also have the Hanged Man energy, which is number 12. So the Hanged Man is all about feeling stuck, feeling that things are not moving forward. This can be a project, an existing career, or a business that you're just feeling that, oh my God, like that nothing is happening. And when the Hangman comes up, there's a couple of things that you need to do. You definitely need to see things from a different perspective. That's why he is upside down, right? So that's kind of trying to tell you that see this situation from a different point of view. And that's going to help you to gain the clarity that you need, because he's upside down to gain the clarity. And what's really great here, that you have the sun right above it, indicating that you're gonna get the clarity that you need. This card also telling you that you need to surrender and sacrifice something, right? Like all those money is falling out from him. He's sacrificing his arms, his hands, his money, even in this deck, indicating that there's something that you need to sacrifice or give up, or you just need to surrender to this process, whatever you're going through. What's really great though, that you know, usually the Hangman is indicating that something is stuck, but the Tower comes in a situation when we are feeling stuck, and to kind of liberating you from that stuck energy. And then you have the Sun, which is indicating that it's going to be a positive one. So even though it might be chaotic, try to see the positive of it. What's really interesting as well, like these people are being upside down and falling. So I think some of you definitely feeling that your world is upside down as well, and you're tired, exhausted from this. But again, try to focus on the beautiful, positive energy of the Sun. And the last card is the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is the card of waiting and analyzing, and kind of taking into consideration that whatever you've been working towards, is it gonna come, or is it gonna or not? Is it worth continuing the effort that you're putting into something or not? It is also connected to manifestation, when you kind of set some kind of a goal for yourself, and that goal is manifesting right in front of your eyes, especially with this great energy of the Sun itself. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is again can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. She is somebody who's been through a lot. She went through a lot of difficulties in her life, and she's all about clarity as well, because all these experiences, whatever she went through, made her smarter, made her more logical, and because of that she can see clearly for the first time. So I think this clarity is very important for a lot of you. And the Queen of Swords also kind of protecting herself. She's also a great communicator. She speaks whatever is on her mind. It's very interesting here that you have both the Queen and the King of Swords. So it can be a great partnership of some sort, where you are where you and this other person are seeing things very similarly. You are both logical, you are both speaking your mind, and you're kind of both focusing on truth and also clarity. So I think there's some kind of a great partnership of some sort here in question. It might be a business partnership, it might be a good work relationship as well. I think what's really important here for you to embrace the positivity, embrace the vitality of the change. So put it in the comment that I embrace this change and I trust that it will bring me positivity. And that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you and I'll be able to welcome you again.